Imagine a world where the richest men don't need diamonds to flex, where power isn't measured by the noise you make, but the silence you command. Today, we unveil the watches that live in that world, the top 10 quiet luxury watches worn by the ultra-rich. And trust me, number 1 is so exclusive, even billionaires wait years to touch it. Welcome to Authentic Elite 10, where true wealth isn't shouted, it's whispered. Forget about flashy bezels and oversized logos. In the world of elite luxury, the real game is subtle, understated timepieces, impeccable craftsmanship, heritage built into every tick. Stay with us and discover the silent legends worn by billionaires, royalty, and visionaries who don't just chase time. They define it. At number 10, we step into the realm of Japanese quiet mastery. The Grand Seiko Elegance Collection SBGW 231. At first glance, it's deceivingly simple. But beneath that simplicity lies a kind of obsessive perfection few brands can touch. Each surface is polished by hand to a mirror-like finish using Zaratsu techniques, known only to Grand Seiko masters. The case, just 37 millimeters wide, whispers on the wrist. A secret handshake for those who appreciate true craftsmanship. No gold flares. No oversized logos. Just the finest steel, sapphire, and soul. Worn by men who understand that luxury needs no announcement. Grand Seiko doesn't scream success. It rewards those patient enough to notice it. Coming in at number 9 is a Rolex, but not the one you're used to seeing. Forget the Submariners and Daytonas. The Rolex Cellini time is what happens when Rolex stops chasing adventure and starts crafting poetry. Named after the Italian Renaissance artist Benvenuto Cellini, this model strips away all distractions. No rotating bezel, no dive-ready bulk. Just clean lines, pure symmetry, and a discreet elegance wrapped in precious metal. It's the Rolex worn in private boardrooms, not on red carpets. On the wrists of discreet tycoons, not rappers. In the world of quiet luxury, the Cellini is a Rolex for those who know they have nothing left to prove. Number 8 brings us to the sculptors of time themselves, Jaeger-LeCoultre, and their master ultra-thin-moon. This isn't just a watch. It's a lesson in restraint and precision, slim enough to vanish under a bespoke cuff, yet complex enough to house a perfectly rendered moon phase complication. At just under 10 millimeters thick, every detail, from the polished indices to the razor-sharp Dauphine hands, is an exercise in grace. There are no oversized crowns, no loud colors, only a silver dial that changes with the light, like a secret whispered between time and memory. For those who wear the master ultra-thin moon, every second isn't rushed. It's savored. At number 7, we meet a timeless rebel, the Cartier Tank Louis. Inspired by the shape of a World War I Renault tank, this piece has graced the wrists of silent powerhouses for over a century. Think JFK, Andy Warhol, and today's discreet billionaires. No oversized case, no exaggerated branding, just a slim rectangle of polished gold, Roman numerals, and sword-shaped blue hands. The essence of Art Deco elegance. Wearing a Tank Louis isn't just about telling time. It's about making a statement. One so subtle, only the most perceptive notice. In a world full of shouting, the Cartier Tank is a masterpiece that simply raises an eyebrow and lets the world catch up. At number 6, we meet the razor's edge of craftsmanship. The Piaget Altiplano Ultimate Automatic. This isn't merely a watch. It's a defiance of gravity itself. At just 4.3 millimeters thick, it's so slender it feels like wearing light around your wrist. The magic? It hides its complexity beneath absolute minimalism. No flashy colors. No exaggerated dials. Just sapphire glass, polished gold, and a mechanical sole barely thicker than a coin. Those who wear an Altiplano aren't seeking applause. They are whispering a message into the world. that true excellence is measured not by noise, but by precision. Piaget understands, power is in the details few will ever see. From Germany's Saxony region comes a symphony in restraint, the A. Lang & Son Saxonia Thin. No marketing blitz, no celebrity endorsements, just pure mechanical mastery, built for those who view wealth as a private affair. Its warmth comes from solid gold cases and dials, so clean they almost hum with silence. Inside beats one of the finest manually wound movements on earth, finished so meticulously that even parts no one will ever see are hand-decorated. Wearing a Lang isn't about showing you're rich. It's about showing you understand that the rarest treasures are hidden from the world, not displayed. The Saxonia Thin, because real legends move in silence. Now at number 4, we enter the sacred realm of F.B. Journe with the legendary chronometer blue. Crafted by the independent watchmaking genius François-Paul Journe, the chronometer blue is a phenomenon. Its tantalum case, a rare dark metal, resists scratches and shimmers subtly under light. Its blue dial, achieved through a process so delicate, only a few pieces are ever perfect enough to ship. No advertisements, no mass production, just word of mouth among billionaires, collectors, and horology purists. It's not a watch you stumble upon. It's a watch you wait years to own, and decades to truly understand. The chronometer blue isn't worn to impress strangers. It's worn for the silent nods from those who already know. At number 3, we arrive at one of the oldest and most revered houses in watchmaking, Vacheron Constantin, and their masterpiece, the Patrimony. Since 1755, Vacheron has whispered elegance into existence, creating timepieces not for the masses, but for monarchs, innovators, and those who redefine eras. The Patrimony captures that spirit effortlessly. A perfectly round case, slender baton hands, a dial so refined it reflects light like silk. There are no complications shouting for attention. Only timeless restraint, held together by centuries of silent mastery. When you wear a Patrimony, you aren't just wearing a watch, you're wearing the weight of history, quietly carried into the future. At number 2, we meet what many call the ultimate gentleman's watch, the Patek Philippe Calatrava. No flash, no frills, just the purest form of horological artistry distilled into a single, perfect circle. Patek doesn't chase trends, it defines heritage. Each Calatrava is designed with the knowledge that it will outlive its owner, passed down through generations, gaining character and meaning with every wrist it touches. A hand-finished gold case, a flawless minimal dial, and a movement so meticulously built, it's considered a mechanical heirloom. Owning a Calatrava isn't about flexing. It's about understanding that the greatest value in life often lies not in what you show, but in what you preserve. When billionaires wear Patek, it isn't for the world to see. It's for their grandchildren to remember. And at number 1, the very summit of quiet luxury, we find the Laurent Ferrier Classic Origin. Born from a master watchmaker who once crafted Patek Philippe's finest, Laurent Ferrier represents everything silent wealth stands for: patience, rarity, and devotion to unseen perfection. The classic Origin doesn't scream innovation. It whispers craftsmanship, in curves so soft they catch the light like a whispered promise, and in movements so delicately decorated, most owners will never even see them. Each Ferrier is handmade in painfully small numbers, with a philosophy that rewards only those who truly understand. Because in the world of real wealth, it's not about how much you own. It's about how deeply you know what you carry. Laurent Ferrier doesn't make watches for collectors. He makes watches for believers. True luxury doesn't shout across the room. It sits quietly in the corner, radiating a confidence that needs no introduction. These watches weren't built for followers. They were built for leaders who understand that silence, when crafted well, speaks louder than any boast. Which of these quiet masterpieces would you wear on your wrist of legacy? Drop your favorite pick in the comments below. We're watching. And if you crave more journeys into the hidden worlds of wealth, mystery, and elite living, subscribe to Authentic_Elite 10 and hit that bell. Because in a world full of noise, only the best make the list.